How's it going, everybody? Added some Capcom vs. NKT music, some La Mulana music, kind of video game music that I thoroughly enjoy. Man, what is happening to this game right now? How's it going, everyone? Nothing excess here. It's Captain Tsubasa Dream Team time. And I'm just gonna start by directly talking about the Dream Collection. The Dream Collection is blowing everybody's mind right now, right? It's a mess. It's a mess. We got all these new characters, right? Salinas and Alberto, which are some of the two best characters to come out on Dream Collection. Frankly, it's one of the best goalkeepers in the game, the best tackler in the game. And if that wasn't enough tacklers for you, the two next best tacklers in the game came out. So there's so many good tacklers right now. Wow. And then we have Vulcan, who's one of the best forwards in the game. I think Bay TV was rating him like 4th of all the Dream Collection characters you could possibly get. I think he was like 4th of all the outright people you can get. And it's just crazy. Like, what have they done? Look at this. All of these players. And then the rates are so bad. Like... Look at these rates, man. Alright, look at these troll rates. Let's talk about these troll rates for a second. Okay, 5%, that's real good. Makoto, 0.4. Soda, 0.4, good. Vulcan, 0.4, good. Akai, 0.4, good. Alberto, 0.4, good. Salinas, 0.4, good. What the shit is this? What is this? Why? Why are these rates inflated? This is so dumb. I'm not even, I'm gonna have to talk about them, right? But, oh, by the way, guys, I kicked on this, 100 Dream Balls. And I got a 3rd Masao. Anyone that knows me from Reddit or anywhere else knows that that would be my 3rd Masao in 2,000 Dream Balls. I've kicked a total of 2,000 Dream Balls at any Dream Collection, and I now have 3 Masaos to show for it. No Kazuo, but another Masao. Why? I didn't kick at the Chester Margus, Clifford, Robson, Victorino one, right? I didn't kick for any of these 5. No. I didn't kick for any of them. But I did kick for these two, 1900, and I only got Masao twice. $2,000 Dream Balls, only got Masao twice. What in the world? Whatever. Let's talk about the actual players. I'm not kicking for this unless someone donates. There's no way. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, I'll do this. What time is it? Alright. At 8:21, I am going to do my transfer. I'm going to try a secret that someone told me. But for now, we're gonna talk about some people, right? We're gonna talk about some of these characters. So let's talk about some of these characters, alright? So let's talk about them. Let's first start with Salinas. Okay? Salinas, one of the new goalkeepers. One moment. Alright, cool. Let's start with Salinas. Jairi, the secret is that if you kick at any minute that's the first minute of the 10 minutes that you're talking, right? So if you kick at 21, 11, whatever, for some reason the drop rate is better. I thought it was a lie, but I did that twice today, and I got 2 SSRs on the first kick and 1 SSR on the next kick. And I'm very superstitious, so I'm gonna do it. Let's talk about these players real quick. Salinas. Salinas is the Brazilian goalkeeper from World Youth. He appears in, I do believe, the Rising Sun manga. I don't think he appears anytime before it. I could be wrong. Maybe before the Olympic matches. I'm not entirely sure, but I do know that he is the dream keeper of Brazil. And he's on the same team as Alberto, Santana, Natureza, etc. In the Olympic tournament. So, let's talk about some of the things that Salinas does. Salinas is a catching keeper. Salinas' keeping catching stat is 8,690. That puts him up real close to Genzo. His technique is not as high as Genzo's, but he does have more raw catch. He also has a respectable power that makes him pretty fierce. We're gonna calculate here real quick. We know that 5384 plus 4921 between 4. That's how much he's gonna get from contribution. So he has 11,266. Right? That's a lot. That's a lot of catch. That's really good. And he's red, so if you're trying to form a red team like I am, then you'll be in pretty good shape. He's not very good at high and low balls, so if you have characters that can abuse that, it might be a good idea to try to catch him. I'm going to lower the desktop audio a bit so you don't get drowned out by music. Let me know if the music is drowning me out, by the way. Team skill. All of the Brazilian players have this team skill. All stats plus 5, not very good. His passive is the same as Green Genzo. If you break the catch, you still catch it. And he has a very good S catch, which is a 350 stamina catch for 455 max. It's pretty decent at the first level. Obviously, you're probably never going to use this unless you're really trying to conserve stamina. But yeah, he's all in all a very, very, very respectable goalkeeper. We're going to we're gonna show you what I mean by that. Top 10 total saving, right? So we're gonna do total. What the shit? What? No, stop that. Okay, so obviously, probably the best saving player overall is Ken. But he doesn't have, like, for example, if we do catch, he has the highest actual catch in front of Genzo, but Genzo has, like, this obnoxious amount of technique, which kind of pushes him up. So we know that this is Salinas, right? If we know that that's Salinas, then, right? Genzo still comes out ahead by just a little bit. But they're roughly the same player. The only difference is that Genzo needs SGGK, and also Genzo has a better passive in my opinion. SGGK catches a little bit of a stronger skill. It is what it is. So yeah, that's Salinas in a nutshell. We'll go back to Salinas real quick in case I have to tab back to him. Okay. Next player is Alberto, Brazil's greatest sweeper. He is a defender. He's probably the best tackler in the game, and we're going to go over some of him. He also comes out through in the Rising Sun. He is one of the characters there. He's not like a very particularly popular character. It's 818. Don't worry, I'm watching. So let's talk about what he's got. Dribble, 4200. Decent dribbler, okay passer. Absolutely abysmal shooter, but he's not going to be doing any of that. 8,963 tackler with 6,775 speed. That is... we gotta talk about that. We're gonna do some math again. So this is divided by 2 when we add the main stat. That's 12,350 base tackle. That's bonkers. Okay? His block is nothing to laugh at, right? He has a... it's not great, but you're not gonna be struggling with it. He has 8,308 total block, and it's very easy to level up his A block because of the current Matsuyama event. Okay? So you should be looking out for him. Everywhere else, he's kind of okay. Obviously, a lot of speed, so he's going to really be able to chase down players. Power is okay. Intercept, leaves something to be desired. Again, same Brazilian passive. Plus 10% versus Japanese players. This is pretty rough. against people who are going to be playing stuff like Hyuga and stuff like that. So if you're a Hyuga player, you might want to watch out for that. I'm getting ready for my transfer here. And then he's got like Shutout Tackle S. It is a 390 stamina, 440 max force tackle. Pretty good. Has a 1-2 with the rest of the Brazilian team, which is a 310 1-2 stamina. It costs 310 and it has 290 max force. A skill. And then he has a block, a sliding block. 295 required stamina, 270 total force if you get it all the way up. And you should be able to get it all the way up. Should be able to max it. It's not very difficult. Yeah, basically, if Alberto tackles, he's gonna beat almost anything. It doesn't matter what you did or what you were trying to do to get around him. He's gonna crush you. So we got 1 more minute left, right? So we're gonna chill here. All right, it's 8:21. I don't believe, but I believe a little bit. See what happens. Four birds, green, chance. Okay. Maybe still. No. We got baited pretty good. That was a pretty good bait. Pretty good bait. Pretty good bait. Alright, let's go back to this. Let's go back to talking about Alberto. Alberto's tackle is so powerful that if you basically tackle anybody, it doesn't matter what they're doing, you're probably gonna crush it. So you should try at least for him. He is an agility player. It's not like Salinas, who's a red player, so the Brazilian players kind of don't get along very well, since all the good team skills right now are based off of color, rather like a team player type. So, you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. If anyone wants to post this over on Facebook, by the way, I don't want to interrupt myself talking about this. So if you guys want to hit that up, I would appreciate it. If someone wants to post it, don't everybody post it. Anyways, I'll talk more about this website. It's tsubasa.rst.im. I don't know exactly who makes it, but it's very helpful for streams like this, because that way I don't have to show my client all the time, and I can do other things in the background, like farm, which I am going to do right now and join this Nita raid. Let's see what's going on here. Anyways, Soda. Soda is a skill tackler. Now, I feel like the defenders in green are not that many that are good right now, except like Ishizaki, who is like the one really good green blocker. And so Soda joins the green squad of defenders and is another very good green defender, right? He came out before Bunak, Green Bunak did here in the global version, even though in Japan that's not how that worked. So let's talk about him for a little bit. The Soda tackle event is better for this Soda, right? If you are trying to get Soda, then you're in good shape, because you can give him Razor Tackle A. However, Razor Tackle A caps out at 300, and the max power of his S tackle is 420, and I feel like his base S tackle is already very strong. You're not necessarily needing to do Soda tackle, since it's so hard to level up. So don't worry too much about that. So let's talk about Soda real quick. Soda, dribbling, absolutely abysmal. You can give him a C dribble from one of his R-rated versions. So that is a possibility if you do still want to kind of like give him any kind of dribble. But he's almost Red Ishizaki levels laughable at dribbling. 5300 shot, so you can give him Razor Shot if you get it. 5500 pass, actually not bad. He also gets Kamisori Razor Pass, so that's not too terrible. Holy smokes! And now you're thinking, well, hold on. But we just saw Alberto, right? Well, Alberto has a little more speed, but it's like sufficiently enough speed, right? So 12,260 is just under Alberto, but this man is strong. Do not doubt this man, okay? He can tackle a dude. If he tackles, he's stopping anything the opponent is doing, guaranteed. He has to pay a big price of admission. He's got to pay 395 stamina each time. But also, here's the fun part. If Soda is tackling you... Oh, crap. I joined with the wrong team. Crap. Guys, I joined with my red team. Oh, actually, I forgot. My red team has an easier time against Genzo, I think. Give the ball to Raiju, you idiots. No, to Raiju. To Raiju. Oh, my God. All right, well. Tom KSU. I'll tell you a little bit more about my pool. Hey, Raiju scored. Good job. Anyways, so team skill, slashing attack, skill type players, tackle plus 20 might be kind of useful since we're not quite in the color meta just yet. It's pretty decent. All in all, though, primarily he's a tackler. He's a little bit decent at intercepting, but he's kind of more one-dimensional than other defenders. He's definitely, for me, kind of like a wingback. He's going to be trying to bully people, trying to get close by tackling at them. But he's no slouch. He does have pretty good skill support, okay? He has a lot of skill support. There's a lot of these skills that you can easily pass, and others that are a little more difficult to pass, but you can figure it out. Comes with a pass cut A, tackle S, pass A. You can give him an S shot that has no angle limitations. You can give him an S tackle also from somewhere else if you really feel like giving him Razor Tackle. Razor Tackle, by the way, is cheaper than double-bladed Razor Tackle. So if you get, eventually, I think, I don't know if that version's out yet, but there's a Soda. I think that's the version, right? The version of Soda that came out as a tackler. Well, his tackle is 375 stamina and it has the same max everything. Right? It's 375 versus 395, but same power, so 20 cheaper. Consider that. You can teach him sliding block. I don't know exactly from where. Let me see which Soda learns sliding block. The running blade. Ah, yes. I don't know how you get this guy. Huh. You'll get him later, I guess. But you can get that. How's it going, CBR7? Welcome to the stream. I got your name wrong in the donations list. Don't mind, don't mind. Anyways, yeah, you know, lots of good skills for you to give your Soda. So he is pretty interesting right now. If you do get him, that will be pretty good. Let's move on. Akai Tomeya, the Scarred Fighter. Well, what's special about Akai Tomeya? Well, let's talk about it. Akai Tomeya, 50k total stats, pretty good. What's special about... Oh my god, it's another tackler. What is up with all these tacklers? Why are there so many tacklers? This is the tackling dream collection. This is the most defensive dream collection. Everybody here defends. Except Vulcan. But he also defends. Or he can defend. Anyway, he's not very good at it. Let's talk about Akai. Akai, you know, lots of stamina. He's going to be able to tackle like crazy. He's got okay dribble, lame shot, slightly more okay pass. Murderous tackling. Remember, we were just talking about, oh my god, I joined with the red team again. I am legit the dumbest person on earth. I need to, like, take a moment after this match to, like, put my main team in charge. Oh, actually, I just... Nope. They're playing the red... So, my clanmate, who is in here, is playing against the red team. Right? But I have my red team. And so I'm just getting destroyed. Anyway, let's talk about Alberto here. So, here's Alberto... No, sorry. This is Soda's maximum tackle, right? 12,260. So, let's talk about this. 11,331. Do you guys think that Akai is not as good as Alberto? Well, he's not as good as Alberto, and he's not as good as Soda. Yeah, you're right, AD. I know it's not you. But he's still pretty good. Oh, crap. I hit everything. Shake it again. Shake it one more time. Thank you. Anyway. That's a Windows feature, by the way, that I forgot all about. Anyways, with 11,331 tackle, he's no slouch. He also does have agility type players. Tackle plus 20 because, of course, he's agility. But he's got this really, really nice passive. Attacking midfielder killer. If he fights against an attacking midfielder, he gets 20% to all of his stats. That's pretty bonkers. My girlfriend's yelling at me. It's awesome. Hold on. What'd I do? What happened? What? Oh, is the cat trying to do crazy things then? Oh, okay. Don't let that cat eat you. Alright. Never mind. Anyways. He's got aggressive right angle defense, which is a 470 stamina tackle for 455. You could consider passing him the 400 stamina 450 tackle. Alright. Pretty good. Probably a better idea. Do the calculation with 20% boost. Alright, 12,946. That's if you take the 20% boost to his skill, right? And if you do plus 20% versus attacking midfielder, then what you actually get is this. Oh. Oh my god. 13,597. This is what he's gonna hit Tsubasa with. It's like, yo, Tsubasa, what's up, buddy? How you feel about this? Almost 14k raw tackle. Before I multiply it by like 4.5. Before I hit you with the juicy 4.5. No, actually, he's better than Alberto once he's 20%. He's just over Alberto. A little bit over 13k. Anyway, yep. Akai, pretty busted. He's pretty good. I think he's also a dual position. Yep, he's a dual position. He can be on defense or he can be a defensive midfielder. I would definitely, if you can find them, use them. But if you do get them, I might teach him Dangerous Tackle S, because it is a better overall skill. It's 70% less stamina for only 5 less force. It does have a much higher foul rate, but he's a defender, dude. Just do the thing. Believe in yourself. Okay? Just believe in yourself. Besides, I really hate the animation of this tackle. He just kind of like swings his body in there like a dolphin and blocks with his face. Looks real stupid. Let's talk about what I think is probably one of the best players in this. I mean, they're all really good, but Vulcan, probably my favorite. Vulcan. Dual position forward defender, which really just means he's a forward that you can put at defender if you really want to. Toughness type. Alright. Not a whole lot of stamina. Not a whole lot of total stats. Pretty good shot. 8143. Pretty good power. 7465. That's an 11.8k shooter right there. Now, he has another cool little feature about him, is that he's very good with the high ball, right? Very good with the high ball. He also has this other thing where if you're red, he can give shot plus 20%. This is a little more useful for those of you who, for example, can get maybe... let's say you have 2 plus... Maybe let's say you could get like 17% to all red, right? If you can get like plus 17 to red, and then after that all you have is a bunch of 5%ers, you could start weighing whether you're okay leaving it at 17% and then throwing this passive on to make like your Raiju and your Vulcan really ridiculous, or whether you want like the 5%. I'm probably going to be in that position where I'll have 2 plus 7%, and like the other 5%, I don't know if I really want it. It just put me at like 19% versus 14%. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, right? Now, he does get headed in, which is a very powerful shot for a pretty cheap stamina. It is an air shot, and he does that. He's like a Fei Xiang, the Chinese dude. He has Genie Header, which is a volley, headed in, which is a header, so a low shot, high shot. And he comes with an A tackle, which frankly, I can't even like not screw up typing it. Don't use his tackle. But please do pass him Vulcan Cannon. Okay, if you have this Vulcan Cannon, give it to him. It's pretty decent. If you have this other Vulcan Cannon, give it to him. And then you see this right here, Genie Block. Oh, I bet you want to know what this is about. This skill is going to come in what I think is the April premiere event. They're going to put Vulcan in there, okay? It's going to give him an EX block. That means that you can, in fact, use him as a blocker, right? It's going to be funny because he can legitimately block shots. Yes, 74-65, right? And he gets 64-13 base block. He's actually hilariously a pretty decent blocker. So, if you're struggling a little bit with blockers, consider this. It's not the worst thing you could do, frankly. He's not very good anywhere else, but 10k base block? What's the worst that could happen? Also, he has a critical rate. He has twice as much critical as anybody else, so he'll crit a little bit more often, which is really helpful. He'll definitely stop more shots, and he'll shoot much harder, so consider that. If you're playing running red, he is very useful as a player. So I actually really like this Vulcan, and I hope I get him, but I'll need to get a lot lucky. Synopsis asks if Aras Team Clinic Oi. That means he's asking if I'm gonna do Team Clinic today. Maybe. I don't see why not. I don't have much to do. I really am just gonna be farming, and so Team Clinic is a good option. Really, I'm just what I'm trying to do is if you really want me to do Team Clinic, you donate, and as long as you donate, like, I don't know, like what, $5, I'll drop whatever I'm doing as long as it's not somebody else's team, and I will review it and I will help you out. All you gotta do is send me an Imager album with everything you've got. PBMU, Serpenter. Yes, he is better than Urabe at blocking. Very much better. Now let's talk about the two trash characters, and I'm going to dedicate as little time as I can to them because I hate that they're in the banner at the rates that they are, and I think it's really obnoxious that KLab did this. So I'm not gonna dedicate a lot. So let's talk about him. Brazil's trustworthy passer. Sure, cool. He's a toughness type character. Makes him pretty decent. That means he fits well with Santana, honestly, which is his buddy. Brazilian Golden Duo is him and Santana. So it's pretty decent if you have Santana, I guess. I don't know why you would run him instead of Santana, or why you would run him instead of anybody, really. He can only really learn two different C passes. A C pass, a Golden Duo, C, and then have this and this. He has no real shot. He has no way of really shooting. His passing stat is whatever. He's frustrating. I don't know why they exist. They increased the rate for him and Pepe, and I don't know why. This character's trash. He does crush Japanese players, I guess. That's a thing. His entire job is come in the second half if you have like Red Santana, and try to move the ball as far forward as you can so that you can try to set up Santana for a goal, and otherwise, don't bother. I'm closing it. Pepe, Brazil super sub. Oh man, let's look at this guy. He's a skill, which is the same as Salbasa. So he's actually supposed to be like Salbasa's Golden Duo support. Let's look at him. Oh wow, he's just as bad. He doesn't have whatever. Okay. By the way, I hope you understand. Takeshi is better than this. Takeshi is a better player. It's so stupid how much of a better player Takeshi is in this. At least he has a wild shot A that he can't use because the max stat is awful. You have to max it out for it to be as good as a B60 of other people's shots. Sao Paulo's Golden Duo A and C, wild shot C, Brazilian wave attack. I actually don't know who he needs for this. He needs, oh, you can just use it. Oh, that's pretty good. You can just use it. That's nice. Alright. Alright, Pepe is slightly less trashy. Not much, but a little. This is basically avalanche attack. You can still just teach him this, and as long as you have Tsubasa on the team and do better with your life and not hate yourself. We just heard that song. Come on. Play something else. Sure. I'm okay with this. Alright. I'm mad at these characters. Okay. Now, I'm going to talk about 3 characters that y'all might have ignored a little bit. Okay? It is the 3 Thailand brothers. It's Farhan Khansawat, Chana Khansawat, and Sakan Khansawat. And the reason I'm talking about them is because they're not part of the Dream Collection, and they piss me off much less. They're all free. You can get them all in different ways. This guy, you get him in the club transfer. This dude, you get him in the online. And this dude, you get him in the league pool. And I'm going to tell you why you should pull them. First off, there's going to be a challenge road where you're going to need them, and you don't want to rely on the SR versions. In fact, the SR versions give them okay skill support, and if I recall, some of their skills are farmable. We're going to look at them real quick. I know very little about them other than they look really cool. And I think they're a neat concept that they released all 3 of them together in ways that people can get them basically for free. So let's look at them. We're going to start obviously with Farhan Khansawat, who is a offensive midfielder, attacking midfielder. He has a pretty decent pass. That's actually pretty great. 6,400 pass, alright. He is a 40k player. He's not out here like making his presence felt, you know, like he's not super strong, but he can move the ball around. Dribbling is okay. I don't think he learns any kind of dribble, so he really is more just for that one event. His shooting is kind of atrocious, but you can teach him a B shot, so he can kind of try to threaten. And his pass is whatevs. I mean, it's pretty strong. He does have a little bit of technique to back it up with, so he hits like the 9,000. So let's look at what his skills are, right? Obviously, he's not going to do a whole lot of defending, but he's not abjectly terrible like some of the free units. He's like a solid 40k-er. You could do worse. So let's observe him. I just wish he had more physical to back him up. I would be okay if he had less power and a little more speed and a little more technique. But anyway, Tricker Dawn, how do I get online medal fast? I won, but I don't get any point. Dude, you have to just push super hard until you get to Football King. Just do it. They do have decent team skills, which is Thailand's fierce attack, attack plus 10 to all Thai players, but these are already kind of like old. So let's look at this. Khansawat trio. If as long as you have all 3 of the players I just mentioned, it's a 1-2 that's S. It has good force. 410 for the amount of force. They all learned this one as a B skill, but you're going to need some cards to pull it out, and I wouldn't spend it there. He does have strong pass A. For how cheap it is, it's actually pretty decent at level 1. And I don't think it's very difficult to level up. I think you can get it from other sources later. We're going to try to look into that real quick. One of the Schneiders has it. This guy has it. Wu Jun Ren. There you go. This guy learns A strong pass, so you can feed him the pass to level it up. He is an SR character, so basically you feed him by whaling, by being a big fat whale, and pulling him a lot, like during Dreamfests, you know, the characters you never want. Well, he'll come up a bunch, and you can use him. So yeah, I mean, dude, you could do worse than that, right? The Chinese guy has the pass. So what is he? He is a guy to set up his brother, right? Is he crazy good? Nah, he doesn't have a lot of skill support yet. I kind of hope that they make better versions of them, like gacha versions of them that you can give this skill to, right? And that has more like varied stuff, so that you could feel like you're doing something cool. But frankly, he's not there yet. And I sure hope he can be at some point. So yeah. He's good at quotes. Yes, he has very cool quotes. That's Farhan. Chana Kansawat. Chana Kansawat is a forward. Agility type like his brother. If you notice, all three of them are agility types. So you can put them into a blue team. You can't put Bunak in a blue team, but you can put these guys in a blue team. So think about that one for a little bit, okay? So Chana Kansawat, blue. He's very young, according to this. He has 6,600 shot. That's pretty respectable, you know? And his defense sucks. He's a 38k unit. He's a little bit on the weaker side of things. His power is not... I'm not impressed by it. He's going to add 24 to his 66, which does put him at 9,000 more or less flat. It's not bad, but it's not great. He does, however, have very good low ball. And this will become apparent when you see Rocket Cannon, which is an S volley. And it's actually a pretty good S volley. You can also teach him the A version of aerial rolling spike from the SR version, which is a ground shot, and it's you probably have held on to that character forever. This is where he's gonna shine because I probably have like a A40 aerial rolling spike by now, so the strength will actually be kind of decent. So you know, he's not bad. I would consider using him actually if I was gonna make like if I needed to fill out like a blue team or something. Not bad. He also has a pretty decent dribble. It looks really cool. You should check it out. Here's Kansawat Trio B. You know, again, I was telling you, everyone kind of learns it. So there is that. And I mean, his dribble again. His dribble's not fantastic, but since he has 4,100, speed, it does help his weak dribble a little bit. And again, it's an A dribble, so it's an option to do. And if you give him Kansawat Trio by pulling it out, that means he has a 1-2, a dribble, a shot, and a volley. Like, he's kind of a surprisingly little complete forward. It's still a 38k unit, but man, he doesn't really suck for a 38k unit. He's not good, but you know, with enough plus stats, you'll be good. Hey, Silver Dono. Blue Bunak rocks. Is there a blue Bunak yet? Where's blue Bunak? Thank you very much, Silver Dono. I appreciate it. We're gonna put you there. Right up there in the donators. You're tied for second place. Thank you very much, dude. So, Silver Dono, that does mean that you can cut the line and you can tell me to review your team right now if you want. But it's only one team. So you gotta just tell me. You gotta tell me what you want. It's up to you. You don't have to. You could just be saying, hey, thanks for everything. Oh boy, I should probably join a game. So anyway, that's Chana. Chana's pretty decent, man. I would mess with him. I want to get him. I know he's an online coin character, but I feel like he'll be fun to play with. I feel like since aerial rolling spike is so cool, I want to make a tie team, and you need one, I think, for the challenge road. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting him. Sakhan Kansawat comes in the club transfer. Another agility player. He is a forward. His skill in the SR version, his primary skill is a block. It's kind of crappy. We're going to talk about him a little bit because this version is freaking nuts. He's got 7,000 shot. And he actually has a little bit of power to back it up with. He's not his little brother, right? But let's talk about his power here real quick. 1596 between 2 plus 7084. Dude, that's a free unit. That's 9,600 shot on a dude you can get in a club transfer. The rest of his stats are pretty whatever. But man, he could fire away. He does have triple overhead kick. It's a cool as hell overhead kick with his entire team. He's very good at high balls. So if you do set him up with a high ball, he could like straight up just nuke a goalkeeper, okay, with that 9,000 plus the overhead. He also has a diving header, which is an A volley. Unfortunately, he does not have any kind of a ground shot, so he has like the weird problem that that Espadas has, where Espadas kind of needs... Espadas urgently needs skill support in the form of a ground shot, but he can do something with it. Since you get this dude from the club transfer, you're probably gonna pull on it just for doing club work anyway and donating. And that's really good. There's no reason to not try to pull this dude for your Thai project if you do end up putting one together. Again, Kantawat Trio B, Sepak Takraw Block B. Like, why not? This skill sucks. Don't bother with this one. Try to give him Kantawat Trio by extracting it. If we ever find an easy, cheap way to extract Kantawat Trio, I don't think they'll make extractions cheap. It kind of sucks. But we'll take a look at it. So Silver Dono sent me a team on Discord, so we're going to take a look at it. Donations take precedence is how I'm going to handle this, right? Because that way I can encourage, obviously, people to donate. Surprise. Wait, hold up. Got a donation, another donation here from CBR7 with 10 bucks. He does not want to be tied in second place. He wants to be first. Thank you very much, CBR7. I appreciate that very much. After I get to Silver Dono's team, I will get to yours. You'll be second in line. Man, do I have a lot of coaches to get rid of.
Wait a minute, hold on. The man just donated more to not be in second place.
No, to not be tied in second place.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, see, you missed the rest of the conversation.
Okay.
My girlfriend tried to correct me. Ha! That'll not really learn her at all.
No, hold on.
Yeah, she doesn't give a shit. Anyway, so Silver Dono, you're now in third. I'm sorry. To be able to make it to second place or to first place, you are going to have to whale here too. Just like I want to, dude. PBMU, she's right. No. CBR did not want to be tied. Right? Like, that's how it is. Anyway, let's go look at CBR's team real fast. While Silver Dono's team real fast while I figure out this thing. So let's turn off my right monitor. Whale, nothing access stream. Yeah, dude, you gotta whale here. That's how you win. Oh, man. Alright, let's do the... Now, I do want to kind of save the donations until I have a reasonable amount to try and really pull on the Dream Collection. So, but first we're gonna do... We're gonna duplicate this. Whoa, okay, so... Okay, so... That's what we're gonna do. I didn't need to do that. Hold on. I don't know how my own software works. So, right now we're gonna do... Silver Dono. Let's look at your team real fast. Why did your name go missing? Boom. Alright. Silver Dono, I am going to need some of your side players. Oh, okay, yeah. This is not a review, dude. He just wants me to show you guys what he has. This is Brag Stream, dude. Brag Stream. Let's go, Brag Stream. Let's take a look at this. Stream stuff. Drop it into Doctor. All right, this is what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna take a look at the sick team, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about what he did wrong, what he can do better. Let's look at what cool things Silver Dono is gonna show us today. And boom. Okay. So. Well, first off, there's already a mistake here. I want you to know that Alberto, believe it or not, is worse in the middle than Jito. Move Alberto. All right, let's talk about this real fast. Oh, I forgot the sad face. The sad face from the awful pull from last time, dude. Oh, man. All right. Let's get rid of the stupid thing there because I don't need that much. Okay. So let's talk about this real fast. Alberto, if you do have his block maxed, it's still kind of only okay. Jito is better up the middle if you max high power block. And you can use high power block. Reason I use him in the middle is because I want to see his block more. Well, fam, say no more. You put him in the right place. Dude, there's nothing wrong with this team. I don't know what to tell you. You got plus 10, plus 10. Actually, I have a complaint about your team. I have a complaint about your team. I have a big complaint about your team. Here's my big complaint. Okay? I'm gonna put this thing on where my complaint is. Okay? I'm gonna make a second one. And you'll see where my complaint lies, okay? See if you can work out my complaint. I'm gonna give you some time to figure it out. Can anyone tell me what's wrong with this team right now? I'll give you some time. Not a lot of it. I don't have infinite time. But I'll give you some. Does anyone see the problem yet? I'll give you a little more time. Alright, here's the problem. Kluivert can't do anything defensively to save his life. Why is Tsubasa not in the middle? And why is Nachireza not on the right? Yeah, the team name is really boring. So here are my changes. Move Tsubasa to the middle. Put Nachireza on the right side. Nachireza has a tackle. He's more threatening than Kluivert is. Kluivert is a shooter, but dude, you have Noble Young Emperor Schneider on the front. You have Rivaldo on the front shooting. You don't need that much shooting power with Kluivert. You're already good, man. You're already good. I understand Kluivert has 8,000 trillion shot. Okay? You bring him in for the second half after you've exhausted someone's stamina. He's there to beat up a secondary goalkeeper who's not going to be able to stop him. Kluivert does not have B60 tackle yet. When he does have B60 tackle, you put him back in. Until then, just run Nachireza. Just do it. You know you want to. You know you want that delicious Brazilian, like, thunder. Just in there, just doing all the work. Let's see. That's really it. Chester is decent on this team. I would consider if you can't find another blue character to replace him. I feel like Pierre might have more utility because he has a pass cut. I know that he's not as strong, right? I know Pierre is not as good, but Pierre does have a pass cut, which you should have maxed already. It should be B60 because you probably have enough R balls. You do have a dribble and you have a pass, and I don't see why you wouldn't run the blue Pierre. I know, and I know you probably feel like he won't be as good, but all Chester contributes to your team right now is a pass, and total power. He just looks really strong. But there's no reason to not try to run the Pierre with a C40, B60, and B60. Chester's not useless. If you max out his pass, he's scary. But I don't think you'll have the pass maxed. Even with Killer Pass A being available on an SR version. I feel like he's better later when Blue Margus eventually arrives, which won't be long now because we're catching up to Japan. So maybe put Chester on the bench for a little bit and play Pierre instead and replace Kluivert with Nachireza. I think that would be optimal. Yeah, hold on. Wow, it's so crazy seeing this blue Pierre with crazy stats. I'm gonna show you the changes already been made. Right? So let's show the fixed team. Silver Dono fix. Boom, done. So yeah, dude, I have no complaints about this. You now have a tackle on the right. Don't play Sorimachi. Don't you fucking dare put Sorimachi on this team. I will find you if you put Sorimachi in this team. Anyway, there's Blue Pierre. Dude, Blue Pierre is... Those stats are not much to laugh at. You have... Oh, okay. What I would do next is find as many R balls as you can and feed them into Magnificent Interception. As many as you can, okay? Because he will be like your secondary passer. If Tsubasa has... I would consider maybe You know what it is? When the blue Misaki comes, you can forget Pierre. It's the next banner should have World Youth Misaki. And you can replace Pierre very handily with that because he's a very good passer. And you won't need blue Pierre anymore. And then you'll be able to give Golden Duo very safely to this Tsubasa. You shouldn't replace Schneider with Napoleon because Napoleon sucks no matter what you do. Blue Napoleon's just trash. Always. And this Pierre doesn't have his passive yet. So don't ever bother. But for now, I would consider giving this Pierre as many R balls as you can to Magnificent Interception. R balls are pretty plentiful anyway. My Magnificent Interception's like in almost 50 or 60. And I think it's very good, frankly. That's all you gotta do. I feel like this team is pretty strong. That's a lot of stamina on Pierre. He's gonna be a skill monkey. He can dribble, he can pass cut. And he can shoot. He has all three things you need out of an attacker. Including a 1-2. Actually, if you have dupe green, okay, hear me out for a second. If you have a dupe green Pierre, you could lose your mind here and replace Slider Shot with Butterfly Tackle. And you're thinking, you're stupid, Nothing Excess. Hear me out. If you have enough green, you can do it. Yeah, you don't? Then don't worry about it. But can you imagine this guy with the tackle instead of the Slider Shot? So you have a tackle and a pass cut and a dribble and a pass. And then later on, Napoleon's coming. Ooh, boy. Yeah, I mean, I would save the tackle for Dreamfest Pierre. But, you know, I know you. You might have like 14 green Pierres in your back pocket. You know, like, you never know. You donated to the stream, and we never know with you. So, yeah, dude, your team's looking pretty good. I would play this. If I played this online, I would get whooped. I have a red team that I'm trying to put together. Actually, I'll show you guys the red team that I'm putting together a little bit, so that you guys have an idea of what's happening. Kaido. Kaido will be next for Team Doctor because he donated money, and that's how this works right now because I'm a sellout. I'm selling out so hard. I know that Kaido is CBR7, so this team. Kaido, could you also please send me characters that you have in reserve? So characters that you're not playing right now actively. Characters that might be not even in your bench, because I might want to see what else you have so we can discuss it. So I'm going to show you guys real quick the red team I am putting together. I don't think it's not very good yet, but this is all I can afford with what I've pulled. And you'll see kind of what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the red Aoi so that I can move him here, right? And get rid of this guy, or maybe run 3-2-3-2. I do have two pretty solid blockers here in the middle that I gotta max out. I had a dupe blue Akai, so I gave him S Dangerous Tackle because I wanted a second option. I still have Crappy Zaki here because, you know, I can't mess with this block and intercept. They're actually pretty decent now. When I give this guy Forcible Interception, it'll be pretty solid. Yeah, cut level 30, then you're pretty set, dude. You'll be in good shape. I have Boomerang Misaki, who is pretty decent once you get his stats up. You know, I gave him one of my 3 golden duos. I just gave one to him because why not? And I'll max this. I gave him overhead kick because he's not too terrible. You know, I don't think he has very good air. He has very good low ball, but I'm not gonna give him a volley. Like, I don't have a volley to give him, and this is easy to get maxed out because you find it pretty easily. So whatever. Boomerang shot, obviously he'll be better shooting up from this side. I do have this guy. Obviously, if I get 0-1% Tsubasa, I am a legend, but probably not going to. And if I do get Aoi, I can also run All Japan's Golden Trio. The cool thing is that because of all the red weird samurai passives, his stamina is absurd, and that makes this guy's stamina absurd too. And now, I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but this is scary. That's good. And when this guy's maxed, he's not very bad. Yeah, so I actually kind of have a red team. I wish I had Salinas, but that's kind of why I'm streaming right now. Maybe we can get Salinas, guys. Come on. It'd be pretty lit, right? He's not bad. Silver Dono. Silver Dono also has a red team. Your red team is kind of like mine, but it has Jito in it. No, dude, you can't have Jito. You gotta play a red player. You gotta commit. Put Akai. Don't be a wuss, dude. Put Akai on that team. If you don't have Akai, wail more. Wail on the next banner, though. Don't wail on this one anymore. It's not good. Whale on the 5% banner. Oh, that's right. Misugi needs Jito. Crap. Ugh. Doesn't that suck? I mean, you could run Red Jito. So believe it or not, and this is gonna sound crazy, especially because I'm about to endorse this. Red Jito with all of the buffs is not awful because you can farm this right now. That makes him remotely okay. I know that sounds like crazy talk, and this is also not awful. If you can find it, it's a little harder to level that one. But I think you can give him a power tackle somehow. But yeah, dude, he's not like post player killer kind of sucks, but I think it crushes Fei Shang, Vulcan, and some other players that are gonna start showing up more. So why not? This guy is a legend. You guys, a lot of people are sleeping on Red Matsuyama. He's a fucking legend. This guy does so much work with this passive. It's so crazy. Alright, let's talk about Kaido's team, because Kaido's been waiting. He sent me his current team real fast. So we're going to talk about CBR7. So again, thank you, Silver Dono, for your donation, and thank you for your team, dude. It's fun to look at, actually. I enjoy looking at, finally, teams that were only in Japan are starting to show up here, and that's frankly kind of cool. In fact, there is the farm for Jito right now. I kind of wish people were... Hold on. Can we just convince my club to run Matsuyama? All right, hold on. Let me go here. Here, more Matsu plus. I join in a sec. I am streaming and I am awful. Thank you and God bless. Didn't we just hear this song? I feel like we just heard this song. We just heard this one earlier too. I really don't like... okay, you know what? I'm just gonna pick my song. Yeah, let's go. Without Hyuga, green teams can't be much. Yeah, unfortunately, you really need green Hyuga for green. You need green Hyuga and you need Genzo because that's how you're gonna get your first 17%. Otherwise, you're just kind of you're stuck in between a rock and a hard place, man. So all right, let's load up my Team Doctor pick. Let's go CBR7. Yeah. CBR7. I'm gonna need more of his players. But CBR7, let's talk about your most obvious problem right now. The most obvious problem with what you're doing right now is that, unfortunately, you're stuck in what I call... What? He's not in first. First place donated $65, Artemis. It's very difficult to be first when you got that guy. Alright, Kaido is individually sending me his pictures of his players. Oh man, dude, just send me a big screenshot with everybody. I know what happened is because the screenshot's too big. Upload it to Imager. Imager, dude. Just upload the pictures to Imager. It'll be okay. It downsamples them for you so that I can load them up. Anyway, for a rainbow team, dude, you've got it's Rainbow Dreamfest. So you're fine, right? For a rainbow team, this is really good. It's okay that there's no boosted formation. 3-2-3-2 is a tactically solid formation. Okay, so let's talk about tactically solid formations versus boosted formations. Some formations need the boosts. How do I explain this? So some formations get boosts, right? And so those boosts are pretty decent for some players. But a lot of, like, for example, 4132S and 4132A affect very few characters now. For example, I think the Junior Youth one does help Schneider, but not many other players. I think it helps Raiju. I could be wrong. I would have to look that up. I would have to just set the team again. But there's, like, limits to what everything does, right? So... I mean, skill-wise, everything here is pretty good. There's good matchups all over the place. It's nice and cute and symmetrical. I like that. I like that you have all of your blue a little bit in the middle, all your green to the right, and all your red to the left. It's like a sandwich formation. I don't know what kind of sandwich red, blue, green is. But hey, you know, whatever. Rivaul is there. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 characters that are extraordinarily competent at shooting. You have a great pass cutter, a great tackler in the middle. You have all this other stuff. But unfortunately, like, I don't know what to do here. I feel like you should be running Misugi's passive instead of the green passive. And you should commit to 2 colors instead of 3. Or check it out. Yeah, so this is what I would do, right? Run Misugi's passive. And run blue and red boost. And see if you can replace... Oh, fuck, but Soda's so good. Man. And the green buff is really good for Wakabayashi, I don't disagree. But who do you get rid of for green? There's not that much green here that you can replace it with. This is not mine, G. This is Team Doctor. I don't know what other advice I could give you here. There's not a lot for me to give in terms of advice. It feels like you're like close to having a really good team, and I don't know how to best tell you to accomplish that. I feel like it would work, but there's like a 600. I feel like you should try for mono red, even if it means no Genzo for a little while, and then just keep building your green team, or do mono red with Genzo in the back. Like do plus 20% or plus 17% if you can of red, and then just keep a skill plus 7 and then just leave Genzo in, and then run red and green. But I don't know if you have enough green to support that, right? And then just leave Jito in. So why don't you do this? Why don't we replace Matsuyama with let's replace Matsuyama. Let's do this. We're gonna get rid of Keen Insight. This is how it's gonna work. We're gonna get rid of Keen Insight. You can put Ishizaki back on the bench. Leave Jito in. Maybe put Gentile in the middle, since he might have almost enough block to be in the middle once you move Gentile off to the side. Put in Misugi where Matsuyama is. And then I would have to see your other attacking midfielders. And I would need to see if you have any other forwards. And you could put Akai in for Soda, and I know that will hurt. But you will be able to run plus 17% red and plus 7% green. And actually, no, don't remove Soda. What am I talking about? Soda's green. We're going green-red. So you got to remove Pierre Rivaul somehow. And you should keep Jito because Jito is ridiculous no matter what. But Akai can't fit. What do we do here? What do we do here? What do we do here? Nope, no 3DM formation. 3DM formations are no good. What do we do? What do we do? I want to be able to play... What if we do 4-2-2-2? What if we try a 4-2-2-2 formation? But do you... You do have Levin. I just noticed you showed me Levin and Green Napoleon. Levin does have a pass. Levin pass, maybe? But Levin's not good. I hate Levin so much. He does have a B60 pass. He does have a dribble. He does have a shoot. That does make him a complete forward, but a complete... Misugi has to come in. Alright, here are my questions for you, Kaido. Do you have... Oh, but Misaki without a Tsubasa? Misugi has to come in. But who for? Let's try this. Let's try 4-2-2-2. And we need another attacking midfielder. I just don't know if it should be 11. But let's try 11. This is what I would do. I'm going to start duplicating my little arrows, and we're going to start showing you what I mean. Okay, we're going to do 4-2-2-2. And I'm going to turn off your team for a second. I'm going to turn off your team, because I need to look at my thing here. I should have joined the Matsuyama event a while ago, and I'm just here being a shitter. Alright, 4222A, that's one option. I think there's a B one also. I don't know that I have the B version of it. Yeah, I do. Here's 4222B. And here's 4222A. A kind of puts them a little more in the middle. And B kind of makes them flat. But it makes your attacking midfielders more wingy. And I don't like that. I want them to kind of be sort of in the middle, right? And so this is kind of what I would do. Let's look at your team one more time, right? So I would do... I'm gonna make a little folder here. I'm gonna call them positions, right? And I'm gonna oh boy. And so this is what we're gonna do. Why no 3DM? Because Kaltz doesn't have to be a DM. Kaltz can be a defender. So we're gonna start making little players. Alright, we're gonna start making little players. So this is what I would do. Right. This is maybe how I would run it. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, call it's G-Tel. Red Misaki is interesting. If it's the good one, then maybe. Let's look at your team doctor again real fast. Team doctor. So you have Soda. I will put maybe Soda. Chill. Chill. And then here I would put Soda. Alright. Well, why? Why did that happen? Oh, because it's a stupid fucking reference. That's why. Oh my god. Dude. Trolled. Trolled as heck. I got a mega trolled there by how this software works. This is not conducive to me doing this, by the way. Right? So kind of run that like this. Right? And then, over here, you will run Misugi. Alright. Here we'll run, whoa. And by the way, Red Matsu is better. Believe it or not, in a lot of things. He's just worse white, right? And then here we'll go right. Right? What's going on here? Let me look at your team doctor one more time. You have Diaz. It's Diaz and Hino. So you get my point, right? Right? Now you can run that. And obviously Hino and whatever up front, Hyuga and Hino. Or you could, like he's saying, run stuff like... You could also just do like what he's saying, where you kind of just run Kaltz in the middle, right? Where you go like, you can, where's Kaltz? You can also run a formation where you do something like this, right? Right, where you run something like this, You can't do that. 4-3-2-2. That might be a little bit better depending. So just, you know, just make a decision. There's a lot of ways to go about this. None of them are particularly wrong, but there are better ways to put together your team. And if you do that, you could do 17% red and then 7% green, and I think that'll be better. Right? So I can just hide this. And I can probably finally go join a farm instead of sitting here. Silver. Can you doctor one more team for real this time? I want to see if this team is good. Yeah, sure. This is my farming team. As you can see, it's very rainbow colored. It's basically whatever I could find on the trash. Team doctor. I'm gonna cover Synopsis first because Synopsis has been asking. I mean, he didn't pay anything, but he did ask first. We're gonna look at it now. Synopsis, I'm going to need your. I'm gonna need to see your bench. It's a little harder for me to do these if I can't see your bench. So we're gonna kick in Synopsis. Is it okay to put the two Koreans together? No, dude, don't bother with those characters. Those characters kind of bad. Like, it sucks too because the Korean team, it was cool and it was really strong in the anime, in the manga, and they're like super bad. Yeah, no, don't bother, dude. Wow, okay, crap. Okay. Bronny James, are you Nothing XS from Reddit? I certainly am. I don't post my stream on Reddit because I don't want them. I don't want to self-promote. It's against the rules. I don't think it's cool. People have posted my stream there, but I don't do anything about it. But I don't really like that. Hey Gale, is anyone farming yet? Cause I really want to farm. I want to farm, dude. I want to farm Matsuyamas. Hook me up. I will host. I don't care. Stop hosting Jito, man. Bronny, don't do it. I mean, listen, if you want to do it, have fun, but I don't post my stream on Reddit. No, Gale, stop. Silver Skyline, thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. Let's see, whatever. I'll do Jito, whatever. Leave me alone. I can't even beat that stupid squad. It's so much powerful in mine. Alright, I need Jito too because I have that stupid character. I might as well max his block. Crap. Hey, Bronny James, thank you for the YouTube sub. I appreciate it. Let's take a little bit more of a better look here at what we've got. Synopsis, this is difficult. I don't know what else you have on your team. Oh my god, Silver Dono. Silver Dono is a troll, dude. I can't believe you're gonna make me... I can't believe you're gonna make me review this crap. You're an idiot. I'm gonna review it anyway. But you're a jerk. The team you just sent me is jerk ass shit. Shoshunko is good. You really need to get more red into this team. Synopsis. Farm for Aoi. You kind of really need him. If you get Aoi, you're in good shape because you could do 3-2-3-2 instead of this. And you won't have to run like Levin anymore. I don't think Levin's very good on this squad. 3-2-3-2 would be better. And then you can try to figure out, like, you would be able to put Aoi here. By the way, this guy is better in the middle. This Matsuyama is better in the middle because this Matsuyama has access to one of the... just like a broken block, dude. So, like, there's no reason to not use Matsuyama in the middle. It's just ridiculous. Obviously, you're not going to do anything on a passive block, but he's better at actively blocking if he gets to somebody because he has an A80 block. Bronny, reroll for Salinas or Ken? If you're rerolling, try to get Ken. If you already have red, though, get Salinas. But if you are re-rolling, you're re-rolling for Ken. There's no reason to re-roll for Salinas. You can do that every freaking Dream Collection. Just weird question. You don't have Reddish Izaki, which kind of sucks. You don't have... this is fine. This is okay. Get Aoi. Farm the coins, Synopsis. You don't have a choice. Farm the coins. Farm until your arms fall off. Just farm, and farm longer. What do you have? Your bench doesn't have much. By the way, don't sort your reserves by most recent. Sort them by rarity, which is what I do. That way you can see all your good players all jumbled up together. It's really easy to determine what you can do. But yeah, dude, cut Levin, get the new red Aoi. Just keep farming until you get him. Put him here instead and hope for the best. Even Takeshi would be an upgrade to your team, actually. Believe it or not, if you had gotten Takeshi, you would have ways to pass the ball around and try to hook this guy up. So it's kind of funny, right? There will not be a blue type samurai banner. There will just be Misaki and 0.01% Tsubasa. That is the last samurai banner, and then that one is 5% though. Wait until then to reroll, frankly. You'll get more players. I'm so sorry, Cloud Strife. I hate to hear that. Alright, so that's it for this. We're going to look at one more Team Doctor team. And it's Silver Dono's plane formation. And you'll see why I call it a plane formation in a moment. And it's because it looks like a plane. The formation is a plane. Let's look at this. The plane formation. Now, I can tell you that it is very difficult to pass anything to this team. This is an exceedingly defensive team. I call this kind of team the team that wants to get to penalty kicks. Kaltz is better on this team than Matsuyama. That's my first observation. But he is Japanese, so you are running all Japan. That's why you're doing it. I see what you did here. But Kaltz is also better than Gentile. So replace Kaltz with... replace Gentile with Kaltz. That's the #1 upgrade you can do. And try to see if you can later on pull out Loop Pass off of the crappy Kaltz to give it to this Kaltz. And you can. You'll be able to get like a card that'll do it for you. And I know that that's why you have Gentile, because Dandy Pass is pretty good. Dandy Pass is really good, actually. This team is funny. I don't have a lot of complaints about it. I feel like you will choke everybody to death with this team. There's not... What does anyone do against it, right? Like, you just have... I mean, I guess you're... This, I don't call this the arrow formation. This is the airplane, right? This is the top of the airplane. Here are the wings, right? And here's like the tail, right? Like the tail and the rudder. Like, it's the airplane formation. It's an airplane. Silver Dono, I think if you play this enough online, people will rage quit after they can't... You can't go anywhere against this team. There's like 14 pass cuts. It's like super toxic. If I was your friend, like in real life, like if we met together and we were playing next to each other and you picked this team against me, I would try to punch you. Like, I would punch you. I would play this team against you on stream. Like, just for funsies. Not right now, because I'm farming. But I would play against this team for funsies. Like, I would rage so bad, dude. There's nothing about this team that's enjoyable to play against. And you know what the best part is that at the end, you just give the ball to Tsubasa after he Aurora curtains it away or just gets it by chance. You drive past it to Rivao, and Rivao just goes, Ore wa number one da! No, ore tachi wa #1 da! Skyhawk shield da! And, I mean, you just hope for the best, right? Like, you just go for it. Ore tachi wa #1 da! Over and over again. You have, like, an absurd tackle, a good tackle, the dumbest intercept, the second dumbest intercept, another dumb intercept, a super good tackle, super good everything, another super good tackle, a super good block, and this guy should be called. And then freaking Wakadoryu Chop Defensu. Like, get this out here. No, Jairi, invert Misugi and Matsuyama with the brothers. So you want like the no dribble zone right here? I disagree. I want all of this intercept right in the middle, right? Because there's already a ton of tackling. Face reveal. Dude, there's no need for a face reveal. Like, are you serious? My face is literally all over the internet. Like, I do things other than play Captain Tsubasa. Here, I'll just find so that you guys can freak out. I'll just... Hold on. Hold on, it's really easy. Someone commented on my picture earlier. So let's just put here. There's actually a version of this picture that I'm about to post that was made into a sticker, and I don't know where the sticker is anymore. But yeah, dude, this team is funny. This is a decent team. Just keep playing this. Play this online a couple times. See how far you get. You're gonna have to get really good at white passing though, and not at white passing off your players really fast, so you can feed it to Tsubasa to send it forward, or at least to other stuff. So anyway, I am farming back here. That was Team Dr. Silverdono, by the way. I apologize for not fixing that. If you donate again, I will Team Doctor your team. Let's add a an image source. We're gonna I'm gonna call this face cam. For people who have never seen me, that's what I look like. You know, that's me. Whoa, I'm too far back. That's weird. Well, that's why. It's because of how this is organized. Whoops. There you go. That's me. I got a hat trick and I still did not get the guaranteed Jito. Holy crap, this game sucks. Who even makes this game? Can't believe I'm farming Jito. I hate this farm. It's so dumb. It's like, oh. How did I get there and it was already at 3 out of 4? Like, this game sucks. Thank you, Silver. There you go. It's me praying for pulls. Alright, so there you go. Vegito drop rate is worse than red medals. It's pretty bad, but it's not that bad. It's actually not that bad, Bronny. Samurai Misugi is only a DM. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. So if nobody else has any doctoring they want, I don't really have a whole lot of... Oh yeah, Gale. Crap. You're right. I'm stupid. I forget how to play this game sometimes. Shoutouts to Totoro. Out there grinding, trying to not get another... He's just trying real hard to not get another Gert Kaiser, and he just keeps getting Gert Kaisers. If you really like Gert Kaiser, you should talk to my boy Totoro. He can tell you all about Gert Kaiser. He's a Gert Kaiser professional. That's what we call him. But yeah, you know, I got 20 bucks to pull with. I suppose I could pull later, but 20 bucks to pull with isn't very satisfying. So I'm gonna wait to see if anyone else decides, yeah, we should pull. You know, Dream Collection. Maybe I'll finally get a good defender, or maybe I'll get Leo and Pepe. You know, They're so prevalent all over the place. Oh, I forgot. There's hapticos again. Hey, look, it's more Jito farm. Hey, I got a Jito! What does nothing excess mean? It never meant anything. It had no meaning. It never meant anything. It had no meaning for any reason, and now it just means nothing extra small because I'm really short. Oh, okay. Story of my life. But it doesn't really have a meaning. It had some stupid meaning maybe once, but I don't remember it. It's been a very long time. Now it's just there. Leo and Pepe have a section in road. Man, I really hope. I really don't want to do that part. I am 5'5". Very short. 5 feet 5 inches tall. I don't know what that is in meters. It's not very tall. Not a lot of people use meters. Hold on. What happened? What did you just hit me with? 165. 1.65. Silver Dono is 6.2 feet tall and monstrous and a whale. Damn, dude. Dude, but Zidane is here now, Gale, which means that I'm not going to be able to get in anyway. I'm never going to be able to do Matsuyama. Are you guys having a good time staring at Munemasa Katagiri? Isn't this great? Don't you just love this? Don't you just love this? Man. Oh, man. I got 16 balls. What time is it? 9:37. Literally just gonna kick to wait while I wait. Because why not? Wow, that's... Oh, okay. Alright, so that raises the chances a little bit. Okay, that's probably silver. It's probably a SR. Oh, it might not be. Oh, it's not gonna flip. Wow. Absolute garbage. Complete trash. It showed me a bunch of signs that it should at least be an SR character, and then it gave me an R. Get your ass in lobby. Is there anything good in the lobby for me? Because there never is. Do I have 100 subscriptions? A lot of those subs were for previous things, so I mean, I appreciate the congratulations, but they're not all from this. Show your players. Oh boy, there's a Matsuyama in here somewhere. Yes. Give me the Matsuyama. I don't care about Jito. Yes! Matsuyama me up, fam. I got a max stat Matsu. Hell yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at the squad right now. Absolute unit. Okay, Elio, I'm sorry. I feel... Let's talk a little bit about pulls. I wrote an email. Well, first, let me answer some questions. Tombi, sure, you'll see my players right now in a second. I won't click through so you can look at the team. Alright, hope that was a little long enough. There's a red team that I showed earlier. If you go, you can go back in time with the DVR function and look at the red team. That's what I'm trying to build right now. It's like my only choice. I don't think I'll get Salinas. I don't have that kind of luck. I did say that, and I got Hino and Rivaol a couple streams ago, so, you know, never know. But, frankly, I'm not going to be... I don't want to spend that much. Let's talk about how pulls in this game work. And how really, really badly the gacha in this game is. Because I feel like we should talk about that. I feel like not enough people talk about it. And that's a mistake. I feel that more people talking about it might encourage KLab to change a little bit of the things that they're doing. I did send them a couple of emails before for them to do certain things, and I did notice that they're receptive enough. They do certain things if you ask them. So I asked, for example, I sent an email to KLab that the game was getting a little stale because the old players are already getting very obsolete very quickly. And that it felt that a lot of the people who played the game from the beginning and who maybe invested a little more in the beginning don't feel like they're getting a lot of return because so many of the new players were so much stronger. And almost in like at a week from that email, they announced the passives, right? And I thought, oh, maybe the passives were supposed to come out that time anyway. But then I realized that we got the passives much earlier in the banner timeline than Japan did. Oh, god damn it. You know what? I'm just going to get rid of coaches too. I'll just worry about those later because Matsuyama is a little more important. Oh shit. I'm probably going to miss this one. Please let me in. I hate it when I don't make it in. Yay, I did it. So, I sent an email to KLab, and KLab responded by basically, they sent me an email saying, hey, you know, we'll take your suggestion into consideration. And it wasn't the kind of weird form email that they send out. It looked like someone had written it because it had like mistakes. So I was like, oh, okay. And so I didn't reply to that. I was just like, all right, cool. And I noticed that they did add the passives a little sooner, and we saw some of them. If you guys remember, Misugi passive came by kind of recently in Japan, and then we got it pretty shortly later. And I feel like that was reactionary to the fact that they were about to introduce a lot of strong shooters, and they knew that. And so they kind of had to give us Misugi a little bit sooner. I don't know that it was thanks to me, but I send KLab email every now and then because I already do shit. So, Pierre passive would make him too strong, right? So I feel like they're skipping the passives that buff the players outright stat-wise because they don't want to make certain players toxic. So I feel that when Dreamfest Napoleon comes out, they'll release like a second wave of passives. That's my guess. I might send them an email like, hey, you know, we haven't seen any newer passives for the older players. But do remember that Stand Firm came first on Green Bunak in Japan before Misugi got it. And we saw Stand Firm first. And I actually said like, hey, you know, I saw that Stand Firm passive. That's really interesting, and it would probably make the meta a little more interesting, a little more varied. You should add that sooner rather than later because our game is boring right now. And hey, it's there. Like, you never know. Maybe emailing KLab does something. And so I sent them a very long email today about how I feel the gacha is very predatory. It feels like if you invest anything, you don't get anything in return. It kind of sucks. Every Napoleon works with Pierce passive. It's just that you can't get the colors to match. So you have to run like, if you want to play Napoleon, you have to run like a Pierre, like Dreamfest Pierre, right? It's the only thing you have. And if you want one blue Napoleon, blue Pierre, you have to just run Dreamfest Napoleon. If you want to learn blue Pierre, you have to run Dreamfest Napoleon, whatever. Hey, what's up, Haptic? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Dude, it's so silly, right? So I sent him an email. I sent him this really long email. I'm talking about it's an essay, man. It is an absolute essay. I felt like I was back in school, that I was being graded on it. Oh, by the way, Green Napoleon's really good, but he is the variety of forward that that sets up other forwards, which is only good in 3 and 4 forward formations. I don't like him very much as a result. Going back to my topic. I sent them this super long email. It's massive. Galio probably has seen it because I posted it on our Discord. I basically told him, there's a lot of people who are happy to play and pay a ton of money no matter what. Like that Ahmed Al-Mansouri guy. That guy goes super ham. That guy will spend all of his money. He doesn't care. He's happy to spend the money. He grew up with Captain Majid. He's gonna do it. But it's crazy to me, right? That you can spend 250 Dream Balls and you're not even guaranteed one SSR. You could just have really bad luck and see nothing. And that's how point transfer tickets are supposed to work. They're supposed to be like the safety net. That's what that design does. The design of the... Like, the concept behind that design is, oh man, you didn't get... You know, you didn't get hooked up, man, and you've already spent all that. Alright, well, we'll give you at least one SSR. And in some way, as a result, those packages that they sold every now and then that were expensive, that at least guaranteed you one SSR pull, were better than any 10 pull that you could ever do. Because were guaranteed at least one thing. Even if it, like, there was a gamble for more, right? Like, it's stupid. It's kind of like a stupid thought. The step up banner is not much help. Because you can't do it over and over again. Step up banner would only be helpful if it was repeatable, frankly. And if it happened during stuff like Dream Collections or Dream Fests, which is where people are gonna do it, it's like there's no reason to not just hook players up with more stuff. And here's my reasoning: free-to-play players are not gonna be spending a lot of money, and they are the most impacted by bad luck and good luck. Right? If you have good luck as a free-to-play player, you're going to be really successful. And if you have bad luck, you might as well not play the game. You have to reroll. And you're stuck in reset marathons. Lisemara, all day. That's all you do. And that's a lot of turnaround. And it creates maybe a lot of quote-unquote downloads, but it doesn't create a lot of... It doesn't... Oh, shit. I didn't win that game. That sucked. And so it's awful. And so you have all these point transfer tickets, right? And they're just sitting there and they do nothing for you. Right? And then sometimes you just spend all these dream balls and you get nothing. Kai is considered awful luck. Kai can't seem to pull anything good. Did he get anything for Dream Collection? Because I don't know if he got anything for Dream Collection, but it feels like he didn't. And so that's kind of like what I'm saying, man. Like, this game, for what basically amounts to a children's game, it's kind of ridiculous that it's like difficult to succeed, right? Like, luck is so important, and luck shouldn't be as impactful as it is. Like, it needs to be impactful because that's the business model, unfortunately, but it can be done more elegantly and less abusively, I feel. I don't know. You know, I mean, and then like there's people who open 150 dream balls, which is basically 150 dream balls is $79 more or less. If you saved up your 150 dream balls from your whatever and you got nothing, that's crazy. You're hosed for like weeks. You have to farm up a bunch. And so, you know, that doesn't actually encourage people to spend. Because you notice that no matter what the investment is, there's a really good chance you won't see anything back. There's no... Why would you want to spend on that? Right? And then you see people like Bay did the step-up gacha and got like nothing several steps of the way. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I understand that that's gacha, but there's a way to design the game that respects your players and it respects your most avid players. Oh yeah, dude, he got 2 Leon Dicks. Whoop-de-doo. Why is he getting 2 Leon Dicks? Why is it possible, like... Damn it, Gale. Oh yeah, my favorite is when my favorite is when Bay TV is about to swear but he doesn't, cause he like holds himself back so much, right? He's like, you muff. He's so adorable. He's just trying to drop an F-bomb and he doesn't because, you know, his stream and his videos have standards and I don't, so I say whatever the fuck I want. Oh man. But yeah, like, for example, in Illidan, in our club, did the 30 pull and got, like, Soremachi and Akai. And I did the 30 pull and the 40 pull, and I did the steps. And I got 2 Akais and a Takeshi. Like, okay, that's better than my first one where all I got was Urabe. You know, like, I don't feel that screwed, but it's still rough. So yeah, you know, my Takeshi and my red team is gonna be pretty decent. Bronny James, Bay is my favorite. You're a close second. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I also really like Bay. My favorites are Bay, Tarovat, and I don't really watch anybody else. I sometimes watch Silver Dono when he's streaming. He doesn't say anything. He just beats people up. It's pretty funny watching him crash his whale team into other like whale bots. Cause all the whale bots don't play anymore, right? They got all the way to the top and they stopped playing. They're like, yep, collected my free stuff. I'm gonna stop here. I like Kayuki, but I feel like since he's not a good PvPer, he's not like someone I watch actively other than for like the entertainment value. He's very entertaining, but he's not like a teaching streamer, right? And so I feel like Tarovat and Bay are the best streamers to learn, and I feel like Kayuki is really good if you just want to have fun. I don't have an opinion on Fisanity. I started the game by watching Fisanity. Fisanity Assist Bros. And I mean, you know, whatever. It is what it is. I feel like I was not a huge fan of him pushing Maverick games, but I can't say anything because I did dabble in third party. I don't think I'll ever do it again. It is what it is. But I got really exasperated when I pulled 800 Dream Balls on Diaz and got nothing at all. And I'd saved them all up. Like, I didn't pull anything. I avoided so many banners and I saved up so much for that banner. And I got nothing. And it's just like, man, what a kick in the balls. And then this guy was selling you like 4 times the Dream Balls for the cost of the biggest pack. I was like, yeah, fuck me up, you know. And I wasn't concerned about whether it was cool or not. And then later on, you know, we all got in trouble, and it was like, oh. And the funny part is that the guy I went with actually is legit, because it's legit in that he wasn't like stealing from anybody, right? Because there are people who got red carded outright. There was like a lot of the people who bought from I'm not gonna name them, but the ones that were like way too unreal. So a lot of people bought. There's like a place that was selling like, what was it, like 1,600 Dream Balls for like $40. And I looked at that and I was like, that's credit card fraud for sure. And people who bought from those people got their shop closed instantly. Some of those didn't even get like the weird yellow card glitch, right? Those people got destroyed. And then the people who I think people who went with Maverick, and people who went with like this one guy that a clubmate of mine found. I'm not gonna say who because I don't wanna like blow anybody up. Like, that's unfair, right? That guy, we all got yellow carded, but we didn't get banned. And I did actually ask later on the oh. Oops, hold on, I gotta restart the Nox thing because I accidentally resized it and that glitches it a little bit. The guy I went with, I actually legit asked, and they straight up told us, it's like, no, I mean, I mean, we saw the money. I asked K-Lab, is like, we would have probably red carded you, but like they straight up told me, is like, the only reason you don't have a yellow card is because we received money, but you're not supposed to do this ever again. And I was like, oh, okay. So that's why I know for a fact. And obviously I can't reproduce the emails, but I can kind of sort of tell you what they said. They say you can't show the contents of the email, but I can tell you the gist of the conversation, right? I'm not breaking any terms of service, I don't think. But that's why for a lot of people it's kind of ridiculous. Jairi, no, he doesn't use a bot. What happens is that you might run into his bot. If he's ever played online, the bot might be in the pool of players that you wind up playing against when you can't find a match. It pulls a random player and it makes you fight them. That's what happens. So he's not trying to use a bot to play you. It's just random. But yeah, man, like, I wouldn't go third party. You know, I wouldn't recommend it to people. Maybe at the time I would have, because we didn't know any better. But right now I'd be like, nah, dude, it's not. And it's a shame too, because like the third party vendor that I dealt with was a really nice guy. And he tells me he used it to pay for college. I don't know if I believe him. I think it was a much more organized situation than that. But you know, who am I to judge, man? You do your own hustle, right? You gotta make the money however you gotta make the money. And as far as I know, no one had shit stolen from them. So shrug. That's my stance on it. I'm not gonna change my stance. It's in the past. Let's just play, you know? Let's just play with what we've got now. Oh, no. I don't want to join that. No, slow. Don't close. Don't close. Coming. I'm not joining. Sorry, Gale. Sorry, Gale. I'm joining the Matsuyama raid. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, by the way, guys, you should be doing the Matsuyama raid as you're watching this stream. Go do the Matsuyama raid. It's very good. Matsuyama raid is the best raid. Max it out. Get that Matsuyama as high level as you can, because that Matsuyama is really useful. He's not good outside of matchups, but in matchups, he is one of the best characters in the game. Kisei, the yellow card will stay forever, man. There's no reason for them to take it off. It's like a mark of shame. We've heard this song like 5 times. There's variety to this playlist, I promise. Okay, come on. Just... No, we heard this already. Yeah, this is a good track. This is Castlevania. Anyway. But yeah, you know, we did get like a little bit of a head start over everybody else, but not really. For example, I already said that with the dream balls I saved up and this one guy that I used, I had basically 1900 dream balls, and I kicked. And I didn't get anything but Masao twice. And then in the stream collection, with the dream balls I'd saved up, I kicked 100 of the dream balls and I got Masao again. I have never seen a dream collection character other than Masao. Right now, it's like my Nachureza curse, where I had only ever seen Nachureza as a Dreamfest character. It's so weird. Wow, Urabe just took the ball from Nachureza. What a god. What an absolute maniac. What a lord. These things happen in this game. Good old Terry. So yeah, there you go, another Matsuyama. Got a bunch of silver coins. It is what it is. I ain't joining Galio anymore. Anyway, yeah, you at least got DF or DC. I have 0 with all I spent, but lately I've been lucky with samurais. Hey, listen. You get lucky sometimes, right? But I feel like, again, with all the dream balls I've kicked, I feel like I should have seen something by now. I did at least not get Sorimachi or Sano, which would have been super sad. Anyway, you don't know after Jito everyone's gonna go crash at Matsu raids, right? Galio, that's why I have to play the Matsu raids now. And besides, I still have all my stamina, so I just gotta be the second host. Kisei, Sano is actually good, lol. No, he is not. He's not good at all. There's nothing good about him. He can never be good. Sano is trash. Sano is the worst samurai besides Sori. Actually, no. Samurai, it's Sorimachi is the worst. Sano is the second worst. Then I would say Urabe. But Urabe is like a huge jump after Sano. So it goes like Urabe, and then Takeshi. And then after that, all the remaining 7 are good. Ooh, fuck me up with that. Urabe is good, but Urabe is like the 3rd worst. That doesn't make him bad. It just makes him the 3rd worst samurai. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a criticism. Oh, wow, Galio. You jerk. You cut T. Bogard out. Damn. Terry is going to be so pissed. Holy shit. Galio, what a god. Galio, you're a jerk. I love you. Urabe is good because you can max all his skills, but he is the 3rd worst character. Takeshi is better out of the box because he's a good passer. So, you know, I feel like there's a lot of other good stuff. I feel like at some point I should talk about the Blue Matsuyama, the Blue Samurai Matsuyama, and why he's so strong. I want you all to know that Misaki just tried to take a shot at Genzo. Big dummy that he is. Wow, I got cut. But yeah, the GKs are always the best. Bronny James, farm the one that's the best against that you can beat the best. All 3 of the extreme ones are good. They have the exact same drop rates. Exactly the same. But if you have like a red shooter, you should do the 3rd one, which is green. I have blue and it's a bad matchup. But because my defenders are green, I mean red, and my goalkeeper is red, I prefer it because I lose less matches to goals. If I were to fight the red one, the Hyuga has an easier time rushing me down. Why is there no Nita and Matsuyama gachas for World Cup? Because you don't need them. There is a specialized Nita who is a god at passing, and there's a specialized Matsuyama who is a god at using all of his skills. Yeah, actually, it's also better for us to play, since we have so many blues, we just did it. It's like, why not? Silver Dono, your thumbnails are way better than mine, so it is what it is, right? Anyways, guys, I'm going to stop the stream here for a simple moment, and I'm going to start it again right afterwards. I have to make a phone call, and then I have to send a text. I'm going to send a text, and I'm going to start it again because it's about to hit 2 hours, and if you do a 2-hour stream, it breaks. So, over a 2-hour stream, it breaks. You lose content because YouTube's weird. So, I'm going to cut it real briefly and be right back.